Okay, so we saw what happened with this vote. We saw your amendment go down. We saw all your frustration with Mike Johnson. So is today the day you're going to call for the vote seeking his ouster?
I'm actually going to let my colleagues go home and hear from their constituents, because I think people have been too obsessed with voting for foreign wars and the murder industry here in America to actually understand how angry Americans are. When you have the strongest, loudest voices in the Republican movement and grassroots, furious, calling for Mike Johnson to be vacated. The people here, my colleagues, have not heard the message. So I'm looking forward for them to go home and hearing from the folks back at home. But this is the sellout of America today. When we had members of Congress in there waving the Ukrainian flag on the United States House of Representatives floor, while we're doing nothing to secure our border, I think every American in this country should be furious. Who's going to vote for these people? How can you vote for these people? They don't serve our country.
Republicans deserve
to call a vote on a motion to vacate eventually.
I don't think you were listening very well.
No, you said you wait for your constituents, but will you ever call for a vote?
But I mean, given what you said, do Republicans deserve to be in the majority?
That's up to the people, because this is the third betrayal by Mike Johnson. He delivered a two-part omnibus, funded the Department of Justice, 91 federal indictments against President Trump, funded the FBI that raided Mar-a-Lago, gave him a brand new FBI building, funded Joe Biden's open border policies that are killing Americans every single day. Then he reauthorized FISA that spied on American citizens, spied on President Trump's campaign, and he voted against the warrant requirement, the same warrant requirement that he was for 6 months ago. And then he did this bullshit in here on the House floor, foreign war package that does nothing for America. It's unbelievable. I'm thankful that America gets to see who this man is. I'm thankful that America gets to see who the people that voted for this is, because this is the only way it's going to change. People have to see the truth.
Why is this fight against Russia not worth it?
Based on what you
Ma'am,
just
why
said,
is the fight against Russia not worth it?
are you waiting to see if there will be more support in your conference before calling a motion to vacate?
There is more support. It's growing. I've said from the beginning, I'm going to be responsible with this. I support my majority. I support the majority next time. I do not support Mike Johnson. He's already a lame duck. If we had the vote today in our conference, he would not be speaker today. He's already a lame duck. He can't raise money. Everyone knows it. We know we can't win the majority next year without raising money. He can't be speaker. He doesn't have the vote. This is the process that just has to
Are you going to talk to Are you going to raise this with Donald Trump?
What are you waiting for to drop this motion? This was the last big legislative push before September, something that you have been against for months now. What are you waiting for on triggering this motion?
You know, there's some people that are rash and irresponsible and do things like what happened last time. I'm not that person. I didn't come here to Congress to actually hurt our institution, hurt our majority. I'm handling this the right way, and so I'm allowing the process to happen. The American people are going to have their way. Our voters are going to make their voices heard to my colleagues in the party. And like I said, if the vote was held today, Mike Johnson is a lame duck.
He's done.
He's done.
Are you going to talk to Trump about this? Are you going to bring this to Trump? Are you going to bring it up to Trump?
President Trump watches the news. I'm sure he knows what's going on.
He says
the policy of Ukraine aid, Congresswoman, do you think President Trump could have been clear? He was not very clear about this bill regarding Ukraine aid.
Please stop. Please stop. Could you
chill out? Why this fight against Russia?
Do you think President Trump could have been clear about Ukraine aid?